You ever heard a man use the term my future ex-wife? Well, in the Jets case, I think this might be their next future former head coach.
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to we call you normies.
So most of you know that the Jets season has been over for a few weeks now. The last game is going to be this Sunday against the Dolphins, and after that, I'm pretty sure they'll be 4-13 from 4-12 as they are now. They will be on the couch during the playoffs, and to be honest, they're expected to be on the couch probably really early in the season. All right, they fired Robert Saleh probably almost toward mid-season, and the rest of it fell on the former head coach and mostly Aaron Rodgers. And you see how that's gone. By the way, quick note, I want to make a correction from my last video that I did a few days ago where I was talking about how Aaron Rodgers was benched for Tyrod Taylor and he started scoring. Well, the coach didn't bench him, which I kind of thought. No, Aaron Rodgers took himself out of the game, which I will continue to say is one of the most egregious things that you can do, not only for your organization, but it's also very selfish of you to take yourself out of the game on your own because, you're doing a crappy job. You still should play all the way until you're taken out. Now, I know it's embarrassing to do, but if you're on the field and the coach hasn't taken you out yet, then you keep playing your best until you get, your number pulled, all right? And to me, I think that was egregious and selfish of Aaron Rodgers, just like I said about the guy from the 49ers, just like I said about the other guy, everybody else, right? The guy from the Cowboys that walked off. If you do that to me, I think that is I don't think very highly of you, at least in that moment. And so for Aaron Rodgers, I think that was messed up. And I'm just going to leave that right there, right? Which is a microcosm of their whole season, okay? So the end of the season is obviously near. And with that, we'll have to make some additions to the team and to the organization and the coaching staff, all right? As you can see here, this is from ESPN, Rex Ryan and Ron Rivera expected to interview for head coaching job.
I think we need to move Lonzo.
That ain't no problem.
Huh?
That ain't no problem.
In my opinion, because the Jets organization to me isn't very well ran like a lot of other organizations like the Browns and before that, I think the Panthers and other organizations that could be great franchises, but unfortunately they're not ran very well. They're not managed very well, and that bleeds all the way down to the coaches and everybody else, and their record reflects, okay? Rex Ryan, which I think had a decent, career with the Jets, very good commentator on ESPN. Ron Rivera, I think he did good during his tenure with the Panthers. I think, at least during Cam's run and other people, he did his best. He went to Washington. That didn't turn out very well. And, now he's on the couch. I think he's a good coach as well. Well, the Jets are going to interview both of these gentlemen for a job. And, as I said before, this might end up being the Jets' future former head coach. And maybe sooner than later, like other guys that's been in charge of this franchise. So let's read and get the details. For just $5 a month, please consider becoming a member of Welcome to Normieville. There you will find access to members-only videos and members-only live streams, as well as a host of other perks. Thank you for your consideration. Back to the video. The New York Jets are expected to interview 2 accomplished head coach candidates, including one from their recent past. Former Jets coach Rex Ryan said Monday on ESPN's New York radio that he expects to interview for the team's head coaching job. The Jets will also interview Ron Rivera on Thursday, a source told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler on Tuesday. The Jets will be hiring a new coach and new general manager after firing Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas, respectively. The team has one game left in a disappointing season that began with hopes of ending the franchise 14-year postseason drought behind Aaron Rodgers, but has resulted in just 4 wins.
Fatality.
The Jets were 2-3 after firing Saleh and have gone 2-11 under interim coach Jeff Ulbrich. Again, they fired Robert Saleh, 5 games into the season? And of course, the rest of the responsibility, in my opinion, fell on the quarterback. Because that's usually what happens. They fire the coach, And then they think that, well, the quarterback, if he's good enough, can put the team on his back and pretty much be the pseudo coach on the field for the team. Sometimes that goes well, sometimes that doesn't. In the case of somebody like in the NBA, like you say LeBron James, he's got a lot of coaches sacked, but his basketball IQ is good enough where he can pretty much run the team from the court, right? And so again, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, depend on who you got in charge, depending on the manpower and the brain power that you got at the head of the team, in this case, quarterback. And well, you got Aaron Rodgers behind center, so it didn't work very well. The team's latest loss came Sunday at 40-14 drubbing at the Buffalo Bills, during which the Jets were penalized 16 times, including 5 personal fouls, the most accepted penalties for the Jets since 2018. When asked on Monday whether he expects to interview for the team's coach vacancy, Ryan, who is currently an ESPN analyst, replied, "I believe I will." Ryan added that he has not had any conversation with the team, but he expects the process to begin after the regular season ends. Quote, "We'll see what happens once the season is over," he said. Okay. They're going to interview both of these guys. Again, they are both accomplished in their own rights. I don't believe either of them have a championship, but both of them, I think, are respected coaches in their in the profession of football. And well, maybe they might be able to turn things around again. Like I said, I doubt it. The Jets have already interviewed 3 candidates for their general manager vacancy. Former Atlanta Falcons GM Thomas Dimitroff.
I'm not going to say what race, what people. We know I can't say that.
Former Tennessee Titans GM John Robinson, and Reese Senior Bowl Executive Director Jim Nagy. The Jets are expected to also interview ESPN's analyst Lou Riddick for the post, sources have told ESPN's Adam Schefter. We all know who Louis Riddick is. He is a heavy commentator on ESPN. I think he's a great commentator. The Jets retained the 33rd team to provide data analysis and experience in their searches for both positions. Former Jets general manager Mike Tannenbaum and former Minnesota Vikings general manager Rick Spielman, who served as an advisor for the Washington Commanders and GM coaching searches last year, are the leading project for the 33rd team. Tannenbaum was the Jets general manager when Ryan was hired as the team's head coach in 2009. Ryan got off to a fast start with the Jets, leading the franchise to back-to-back AFC Championship game appearances. The Jets have made the postseason since he led the Jets to the second of those appearances after the 2010 season. So basically, the Jets have not been to the postseason since Rex Ryan was behind the clipboard.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Wow.
Wow.
That is amazing. Well, again, we'll see what happens. Ryan, 62, went 46 for 50 in 6 seasons as the Jets head coach. After being fired by the Jets after the 2014 season, he was hired by the Bills and went 15-16 in 2 seasons as coach. Rivera, who was also 62, has gone 102 and 103-2 record in 13 seasons as head coach. Most recently with the Washington Commanders, he was fired by Washington following last season after going 26-40 and 1 in 4 seasons. Before that, he coached the Carolina Panthers for 9 seasons, going 76, 63-1, and leading the franchise to a Super Bowl appearance in 2015. NFL Network first reported that Rivera was expected to interview for the head coaching vacancy. All right, so again, Ryan has been to the postseason. Rivera has also been in the postseason once with Cam Newton in the Super Bowl appearance in 2015. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Both these guys, I believe, have solid records. They have solid experience. Whether they could turn the Jets around, though, is remains to be seen. This franchise is in very bad shape, to say the least. I believe they're going to have to start with the quarterback, to be honest, and go from there, because everything else on the team, I believe, is solid. The line, the receiving core, the defense is no bend, don't break. I think they have a good team as constructed, but they need to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, to me, him taking himself out of the game is basically quitting, in my opinion, and we can't have that. So we'll see what happens, who gets the job. I wish either one of them the best, whoever does get it. And like I said, get rid of the quarterback and you might have a fighting chance, all right? And with that being said, thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just a normie here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about this potential head coaching addition to the New York Jets down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.